Hello, my friends. I'm so excited to join the Let It Snow YouTube hop. This is my first one of 2022, and it's organized by the paper crafting YouTubers led by Rachel Tallman. So excited to be here and show you what I've made. So my name's Paper and Bling, also known as Inessa, and today I'm using a cut file from Peartree cut files, which is the Polaroid cut file that you saw me holding there. I've got papers from Hip Kit Club, the Merry Everything collection, as well as sequin mixes from Picket Fence Studios. And then later on, you'll see me add a number of different flares and cardstock pieces from Scrap and Happy Studio, as well as some Peartree pieces, which are the blue, pink, and red stars. So here I am cutting my paper. I'm doing a 12 by 12 layout, and I'm using the pom-poms paper from Hip Kit, as well as the all wrapped up, the B-side. And what I wanted to do was create a border around my center of the layout. So I'm cutting my papers here. I cut about 1 3/4 from the pom-pom, the dots paper, I think about 1/2 inch from the snowflake, and then probably 2 inches from the white cardstock, which is the Vicky Boutin paper pad. I forgot the name of it, but it's the mixed media pad. And this cut file that I'm using is so easy to use. I decided to do the pictures within the Polaroid frames, which is the intent of it. Sometimes I will do sequin shakers in there, but this time I wanted to use the pictures of my Nicholas. So he's my youngest one that you see pictured here. He was super excited to get out in the snow and play. This was really our big snow of January so far, and it started out with a bang, so he really couldn't wait to get out and go sledding and do snow angels and just play outside. So I decided what more perfect pictures can I use for this hop. It is called Let It Snow, and you'll see my title is Let It Snow, which happened by happenstance. I had this, I had made it as a die cut at Erica's creative weekend that happened in November. And I'm like, this is perfection for this layout in the color scheme. So here I'm just trimming off the photos. I cut out the cut file in a white textured cardstock, which I use for probably majority of my cuts that I do. Sometimes I'll do them in black or other colors or pattern papers, but the white is my go-to. So I'll add the photos here, and then we'll use a foam strips to pop them up. So my next step here is to do some mixed media. Really just real quick, use the Distress Oxides ink to tap some color onto the background. I placed the cut file where I wanted to go, covered it up as much as possible so that I don't get the ink on the photographs. I didn't mind getting some of it on the snowflake, so thus you'll see that there. But anyway, it's, I just wanted to add a little bit of color in the background so that it's not that stark white. And this is why I used the Vicky Boutin paper pad to make sure that, it doesn't warp or have any issues. Plus, it's a nice color that differentiates from the white texture cardstock. Anyway, and these are the foam strips that I'm adding on the back to let it pop up. Then once you're done with that, adhere it. I actually just adhered it in the middle strip and left the other ones with the backing so that I could, if I wanted to tuck something behind it, I still was able to. And then that's the Let It Snow title that I made with a metal die cut. So isn't it perfection? I just love the shine it gives. I love that the title is Let It Snow. I did add some foam strips to the back to pop it up as well. And then here are the different embellishments I'm going to be using. So actually, I decided to use the Scrap and Happy Studio cardstock pieces, as well as some of the flare buttons and epoxy flare, some Peartree stars, and you'll see me end up using some of the picket fence sequin and gems as well. So really just laid out where I wanted the embellishments to go, and then once I was happy with the placement of everything, I went in and adhered it. I used liquid glue for the pieces, and then adhesive for the snowflakes and the button. And then the Picket Fence Studios, I used a mix of iridescent moonshine, spiked ocean water for the sequins, and then for the gem, I used one from the Oceans of Green. So if you're interested in those, I just love those mixes. They're so fun, and of course, I love all the shine that it adds to the page. So I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this video. I am in love with this layout. Normally the winter layouts to me are kind of boring because it's usually blue and white. And yes, they have, sparkle and shine, but I was really happy to add some pops of color in here. And I just love how it turned out. So leave me a message. Hopefully you guys follow me. If not, please do for more content. And I'm also on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok under Paper and Bling. So I will hopefully talk to you guys soon and have more content for you coming up. Thanks so much, and make sure you stop by the rest of the stops on this hop. I'll have those listed in my description box below the video. See you all.